Acid reflux and GERD are no joke, as about 66 million people in the US suffer from them according to the NCBI statistics. It must be tough being a foodie and not being able to enjoy the satisfaction of eating. But not anymore, as you're a few minutes from putting it behind you, forever. Acid reflux is one of the most commonly diagnosed and prevalent digestive disorders. When complex, it can transform into gastroesophageal reflux disease. In this video, we will show you how you can cure these conditions just by including a few meals in your diet system. A lot of people confuse acid reflux and GERD. In order to know how to treat them, you must be able to tell the difference. When you eat, food passes from the pharynx to the esophagus before reaching the stomach. The stomach is acidic in nature and contains hydrochloric acid, which helps to create an acidic medium for digestion and prevent a potential microbial attack. At the base of the esophagus, just before the stomach, there's a little valve called the lower esophageal sphincter, LES for short. The valve regulates the passage of materials into the stomach. It frequently opens up to allow food to enter. That seems like a coordinated system, except for the fact that sometimes it doesn't close. And when that happens, the acid starts flowing out of the stomach into the esophagus. That condition is what we call acid reflux. Its symptom is an after-meal burning feeling in the middle of your chest, which worsens when you lie down. Now, if this happens every once in a while, your problem isn't that big. The problem is when the acid reflux persists and the acid is left to flow over a long period of time. Experiencing 2 or more episodes in a week is a big red flag. This may lead to a worse condition called gastroesophageal reflux disease, also known as GERD or chronic acid reflux. Some symptoms include swelling of the esophagus, also known as esophagitis, burning throat, stomach ulcer, indigestion, swallowing problems, severe cough, and breathing difficulties. GERD can also cause esophageal cancer in extreme cases. Thankfully, you are here, and you'll learn about them all. Body Care Guru is here to share with you the 6 foods that will help in reversing acid reflux and GERD, and get back to eating happily. These foods will help reverse or prevent the inflow of acid from your stomach to the esophagus. Number 6. The ginger root. The ginger root was a status symbol in ancient times. It is a core feature of both ancient and modern Chinese medicine due to its high medicinal value. It is an instant cure for acid reflux. Ginger is anti-inflammatory because it has phenolic compounds in its composition. These compounds reduce the swelling of the esophagus by first stopping the backward movement of stomach acidic content and healing the damaged cells. They are also renowned for being able to relieve symptoms like nausea and indigestion. Ginger can be eaten in many different ways. It can be raw, used as a soup ingredient, fried, drunk as tea. Ginger must be taken in the right amounts because too much could worsen acid reflux. Scientists recommend 4 grams of ginger a day. The 4 grams can be taken dividedly or as a whole during a meal. Number 5. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is believed to be the best cure for acid reflux. Why is that? First of all, it's good to note that acid reflux isn't caused by too much stomach acid, but instead, too little. I'll explain. Stomach acid is supposed to digest food as well as any harmful bacteria that comes with it. When the body doesn't produce enough stomach acid, the bacteria reproduce and grow their population. These bacteria start to mess with the LES valve, causing it to open when it shouldn't and allowing the little stomach acid to backflow. How does apple cider vinegar come in? Apple cider vinegar contains acidic acid, which builds up the acid level in the stomach. Once the level is back to normal, these bacteria will be digested and removed from the system. If your throat or your esophagus is swollen, you can take apple cider vinegar capsules instead. 2 to 3 do the trick. Number 4. Yogurt. What if I told you that yogurt contains bacteria capable of saving your life? Yogurt is one of many food sources that are rich in probiotics. Probiotics are bacteria that are beneficial to the human body. Although humans do not have them at birth, probiotics are later introduced to the body through breast milk. Probiotics can be found in the large intestine because they help with digestion. Probiotics produce a chemical called acetylcholine, which stimulates the nerves of the LES valve to open and close the valve when needed. This would prevent the stomach acid from backflowing and causing health problems. However, there are some foods we eat that kill off these bacteria, but not to worry, you could always replenish the probiotic content with a glass of yogurt. Keep in mind that not every yogurt is a GERD fighter. Yogurt with high fatty content may trigger the reverse movement of gastric acid to the esophagus. Always go for fresh, low-fat yogurts. Number 3. Banana. Here is why stomach acid cannot digest the stomach and other body organs. Between the stomach and the acid is a thick layer of mucus secreted by the epithelial cells of the stomach. These cells die out every minute, about 500,000 of them, and they are continually replaced. It takes 3 days for the stomach to completely regenerate itself. If for some reason the stomach stops making these epithelial cells, the acid will digest it. This is what causes stomach ulcers. When the acid passes into the esophagus, it begins to digest it, leading to its inflammation, as we've already mentioned. Bananas have low acidity and high alkalinity. They cover the esophagus and restore its pH to a neutral level. They also contain pectin, which is a soluble digestion-aiding fiber. Number 2. Shellfish. Shellfish is a source of zinc, which is very effective for healing the internal cells of the body. Zinc stimulates the production of the thick mucus layer in the stomach in order for the epithelial cells to regenerate. It goes on to kill any bacteria present in the stomach. Number 1. Cabbage. Cabbage carries glutamine, chlorophyll, and vitamin C. It stimulates the body to produce more stomach acid and relieves inflammatory pain by regenerating the epithelial cells of the stomach and healing the esophagus and intestines. It can be eaten raw, as part of a salad, or juiced and drunk. A study done by the U.S. National Library of Medicine shows that people who drink cabbage juice heal faster from stomach ulcers. When it comes to acid reflux, the solution isn't just in what you should eat. It's also about what you should avoid eating. Here are the top 6 foods you must avoid, or at least consume at a bare minimum if you want to fight acid reflux to enjoy a healthy food lifestyle. Number 6. Avoid spicy foods. Eating spicy foods while you're experiencing acid reflux is like sprinkling salt on an injury. Spicy foods will only inflame your esophagus further, and they contain capsaicin obtained from the pepper content, a chemical that delays digestion. The slower the digestion, the more likely you are to have acid reflux. Number 5. Avoid fried foods. Fried foods cause heartburn by irritating the esophagus and causing the body to produce a chemical known as cholecystokinin, CCK for short. CCK keeps the LES valve open, giving the stomach acid room to flow up into the esophagus. The high concentration of fats in fried foods makes the body digest them slowly. It takes between 1 and 3 days for the body to fully digest fried foods. These foods will push the stomach acid upwards and make it likely for acid reflux to occur within that time. Number 4. Avoid soft drinks or carbonated drinks. Drop that carbonated drink this instant and listen up. Soft drinks are carbonated and cause bloating and swelling of the stomach. When the stomach swells, it mounts pressure on the LES valve to open. Research has also shown that carbonated drinks are a significant cause of acid reflux. Avoid chocolate or any chocolate-containing food. This may seem a bit harsh. Why something so sweet and innocent as chocolate? Apparently, it isn't as innocent as it looks. Chocolates contain a chemical called methylxanthines, which exist in 2 forms, namely caffeine and theobromine. These 2 chemicals are responsible for triggering happiness in the brain when you eat chocolate, so it's pretty ironic that they also trigger the opening of the LES valve and give you heartburn. Talk about sweet pain. Avoid alcohol intake. Alcohol does a number of damages to the system. First, it delays the rate at which your body digests food. Secondly, a study done by the American College of Gastroenterology shows that alcohol is responsible for relaxing stomach muscles, including the LES valve. When the valve is relaxed, it opens. Therefore, avoiding alcohol intake will do a huge favor in preventing acid reflux. Do this and enjoy a lovely lifestyle. Reduce your tomato intake. Despite their health benefits, tomatoes contain malic and citric acid. These acids cause the stomach to produce more acid than it needs, And when that happens, the LES valve is put under a lot of pressure to open, which it does eventually. Kindly note that we only seek to educate. This video is not a substitute for your doctor's or dietitian's advice. If you experience any of these conditions, your best bet is to see a doctor. Thank you for watching until now. It's highly appreciated. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos like this one, which I think you will really like. Keep caring for your body, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.